The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Eagles and the Chargers on EA Sports.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game. And then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Eagles and the Chargers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game. And then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
A big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pitch and catch to Wilson.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what...
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
He may go back to the home and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Going right back to Wilson.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as it drew it up in practice. And now the common sight, at least on this drive, a momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. In motion left goes a tight end.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
In motion goes the tight end. That is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 33. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 32-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Underneath to his tight end, Wilson. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Herbert.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This will be fielded at the 17.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And that will come the offense as they take over.
The L.A. offense ready for this next possession.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
Looking to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Now the 1st carry here for the running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Chargers going to take over now late in this 1st half. Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Herbert. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts. Herbert now, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Oh, that'll be incomplete. And he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 19.
This time they stay on the ground.
And some space here. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. In motion, the tight end. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over first and 10.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Pitch and catch to Wilson. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. Throwing again on second down. Hurts underneath to his tight end, Wilson. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now 2nd and 3.
Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
First down, Eagles.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Got around his feet and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little. And they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Down to the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Jamison Williams, 71 yards. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Shoves him aside. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Back to throw again. That is caught by McCaffrey for a Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. And they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Off the RPO, he completes it.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Spencer. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Spencer. And that's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
The Chargers ready to take over. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Throwing to start the drive. Biggs, but it's caught. Tompkins.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Biggs.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 39-yard line.
In motion right, one of the tight ends.
Second and 3. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Tatum.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 now. Going underneath to the tight end, Green.
And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Up the middle they go. Farrell.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a handoff up the middle. Tatum. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now a second and 10.
At the Eagles' 28-yard line.
Now a give right side. Farrell. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw. Biggs. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now a give right side. Tatum. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a solid pickup, 8 yards, but work still to do now on third and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Throwing to start the drive. Spencer over the middle. It's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
This is 1st and 10.
They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Here's 1st down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now remember now, no overtime here in the preseason, so in a tie game, this ought to be a fight to the finish.
Running on 1st down with Ware. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
12 yards between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Here's 3rd down and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The Charger drive about to get going.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.